I can't feel my legs! I can't feel... Oh no, they're right here!
Yes, this video is about Deadpool and how he may or may not play into the main Marvel Cinematic Universe in which the Avengers operate. After all, everything being discussed falls under the Marvel umbrella, so it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for these characters to somehow be intertwined and involved in the same timeline. In fact, it would actually make a lot of sense if the Deadpool movie franchise took place following the events of Avengers Endgame, and Deadpool might actually be the first unofficial Phase 4 movie.
What the hell is that?
For those unaware of Marvel and their dastardly phases, we're currently in Phase 3. That's right, there's been a decade worth of over 20 Marvel movies so far, and we're only in Phase 3. These guys like to take their time and really tell a story properly. Another word for Phase 3 could simply be Thanos. Yes, the big purple Homer Simpson cosplayer from outer space is the focal point of the Infinity War story arc. Join us as we take a look at Deadpool in relation to the MCU. Many are assuming, and with good reason, that the Infinity War story arc will come to a conclusion with Avengers Endgame, and thus begin a new arc, Phase 4, if you will. We shouldn't underestimate Marvel's capacity to jump timelines and confuse the crap out of us. After all, they own the Time Stone. While this video is about Deadpool and his involvement in the same world in which the Avengers reside, it may as well be titled Ryan Reynolds tweeted something, because that's what really lit the flame underneath this entire theory. You see, just the other day, Disney reached an agreement to acquire Fox Entertainment. While the company acquisitions might not be the most interesting topic, it's important to analyze what that acquisition may mean. You see, Marvel isn't just Marvel. The company is, or at least was, split into different parts. Fox owned and operated several characters, including the Fantastic Four, X-Men, and our buddy Deadpool. Disney, on the other hand, had the rights to the Avengers and all the other heroes and villains who fell under that category. With the acquisition now final, Disney now owns all of the Marvel characters. However, according to The Hollywood Reporter, Deadpool is expected to be the only character from the world of X-Men to make it to Disney, at least for now. While nothing is confirmed, especially not Deadpool joining the MCU, it is confirmed that Disney will continue to make Deadpool movies for as long as there's a demand, and that they'll continue to be R-rated. It would be awesome to incorporate everyone's favorite quick-witted psychopath into the MCU. After all, Deadpool was often an important character in the Avengers storylines throughout the comics, and adapting that relationship to the big screen would likely be awesome. In fact, Deadpool appears as part of the astonishing Avengers in 2014, as well as Hydra's Avengers in 2017. The character is no stranger to the group, as their paths have crossed multiple times throughout the comics. The cherry on top, Phase 4 of Marvel's narrative is rumored to focus on the Secret Invasion storyline. This involves a group of shape-shifting extraterrestrials called the Skrull, who invade Earth without anyone's knowledge and supplant a number of important roles, including many superheroes. Deadpool plays a massive role in this plot by accidentally delivering a weapon to Norman Osborn, who eventually defeats the invading Skrull. Osborn seemingly saves the day due to Deadpool's mix-up and is promoted to replace Nick Fury. Osborn eventually forms his own team of bad guys, thus becoming the next mega-villain, likely where Marvel will take things in Phase 5. So if they want to stay true to the comics, Deadpool needs to be around in order to set up the Dark Reign story arc, which follows the Secret Invasion. Deadpool is an important pawn in a narrative that could last dozens of movies and many, many years. Deadpool is undeniably one of the most popular Marvel characters, equipped with a quick wit that is as lethal as his combat skills.
Something is so terribly, terribly wrong.
People love the dichotomy between silly goofball, who also happens to be a hero. Kind of. He's a fun-loving, borderline anti-hero that audiences tend to gravitate towards. It would be a massive feather in the hat to add him to an already existing MCU that smashes box office records with every new release. Or maybe he's already been added and we just haven't realized it? While it's fun to speculate, there are also some interesting pieces of evidence that back up this claim. So what does Van Wilder's tweet have to do with this? Well, it's an ominous message from Deadpool, more so than it is from Reynolds himself. The caption simply reads, "Feels like the first day of pool," as the image depicts Deadpool sitting in a school bus with the word Disney labeled along the side, wearing a Mickey Mouse hat. Well, you could chalk this up to Deadpool just making a commentary about the corporate acquisition in his typical fun manner. It's likely a lot deeper than that. Why else would Deadpool be so excited to finally show off his Disney digs? He's been cast to the Fox side of Marvel for so long, and now the portal to the Disney side is open for him to waltz right through. In fact, this isn't even the first time that Deadpool tried siding with Disney on social media. Another Reynolds tweet from about a year ago shows a letter from Tony Stark declining Deadpool's request to join the Avengers, responding simply, "No, absolutely not, go bother Professor X, no." It's a fun joke, but also hints at the fact that Deadpool and the Avengers may both exist within the same universe, and the fact they haven't met up on screen yet is simply a matter of time. Both in the sense that it's only a matter of time, and also because matching up timelines is the reason it hasn't yet. We know things like present day or takes place in the 90s, but Marvel rarely gives us exact times to follow along with. This is key because it keeps us, the audience, in the dark when it comes to specific timelines. Therefore, the theory that Deadpool movies take place after Endgame makes perfect sense. Perhaps as Phase 3 of Marvel's narrative comes to a close, we've already begun Phase 4 and we don't even know it. For starters, Deadpool references the Avengers multiple times throughout both Deadpool movies. In Deadpool 2, he directly references characters like Black Widow and Hawkeye, along with villains like Thanos. While these are often done just to get a laugh, it means that people in Deadpool's world know about what happened in Infinity War and Endgame. It's easy to overlook because we're laughing at something funny Deadpool said, but when we analyze what it means, the repercussions are a bit mind-boggling. So, Deadpool knows Black Widow and Hawkeye? He knows about Thanos? The logical solution here is that Deadpool takes place after the Infinity War, right? How else would he know about all this? This makes Deadpool easy to introduce into the MCU. It's unlikely that Deadpool makes an appearance in Endgame, seeing as how he only truly becomes the character Deadpool in the first self-titled movie, which according to this theory takes place after the Avengers battle with Thanos. So long as timelines match up, Deadpool is the only character that Marvel can sort of just say, yeah, he's in the MCU now, and not really have to explain all that much. He can just jump into different continuities with relative ease, so his addition wouldn't be too tough to explain. Plus, Deadpool as a movie franchise is insanely popular and a big-time moneymaker. It would only make sense for Marvel to throw him into the Avengers mix. After all, this is a business, and it would be an extremely wise business decision to have one of their most popular characters appear in the most popular franchise. All the signs are there. It's a successful franchise with a popular character that Marvel is probably itching to insert into their biggest moneymaker, the Avengers. After all, this is a business, and we can probably predict a lot of behavior based on what's going to earn the most coin. Why would Marvel keep Deadpool on the sidelines if they have the opportunity to squeeze him into their main storyline? Especially now with the Disney-Fox deal, there's no conceivable reason why Marvel wouldn't include Deadpool in their storyline plans. You don't keep one of your best players on the bench. In fact, they might have already planted those seeds oblivious to us, and the sprouts are just starting to show. People are excited about Spider-Man Far From Home for a number of reasons, but the main one is that it's the beginning of the MCU's fourth phase. We know that Phase 3 is coming to a close with Avengers Endgame, and fans are stoked to start a new chapter. However, if you look at the evidence, it appears that Deadpool already started Phase 4 long ago. Marvel loves making a habit of unnecessarily difficult timelines. It would come as no surprise if Deadpool is actually part of the MCU, and that his films take place on a different timeline after Endgame. This is all coming off as somewhat vague still. That's normal. Marvel is notoriously cryptic with their plans, and sometimes analyzing what they're thinking is enough to drive anyone insane. However, there are definitely some Easter eggs that they've dropped in the past that give us clues as to what they're thinking. Perhaps the largest hint comes at the end of the first Deadpool movie, when the final fight against Ajax on a decommissioned helicarrier. If you were paying close attention, you may have also noticed said helicarrier in Winter Soldier, where pretty much the entire plot was centered around decommissioning and destroying said helicarrier. While not the most glaring evidence, the fact that this same helicarrier exists in both worlds mean they aren't operating in different universes, but simply different times. While there's still no official release date yet, it is confirmed that there will be a Deadpool 3 at some point. With the recent Disney-Fox acquisition, it wouldn't be shocking if characters from the MCU start to blend into the X-Men world. This would be the first time this has happened since the first two films. Many have speculated a 2020 release date for the third Deadpool film, meaning it would come after but not too far removed from Endgame. While it's still speculation, all signs point to the fact that the Deadpool films take place in the MCU, only at a time following all of the events we've seen in the Avengers movies. So, do you agree? Disagree? Is there an important fact we may have missed that debunks this whole theory? Or perhaps proves it accurate without a shadow of a doubt? Let us know in the comments down below. Also make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell so you'll be notified when we release new videos. If you enjoyed this video, we'd greatly appreciate a thumbs up to let us know. After all, we're only human and we crave that sweet, sweet validation. Thanks for watching.